that I'm just being one-sided or biased and just talking about some certain locations. No, that's not the case. All right, that's not the case. The truth is that we follow the material, the data that we have, right? It's not just about talking about one particular location. We would make sure that we do our best to talk about every information that we get plainly and as it is, right? And so today our topic, beyond Lagos, the rise of new property hotspots in Nigeria. That is our topic, beyond Lagos, the rise of new property hotspots in Nigeria. And we're still, this is this episode 2, still looking at, the cities that are beyond Lagos. And I would like to also address the fact that most times when we come on this, when I come on air to talk about property, I talk about real estate investment, it is not just, to talk about the aspects that are failing, but also to bring, opportunities, to highlight opportunities that are available in the industry. Like one of the core visions of of this program is to bring you with the resources, the information, the data that you need to make the right decision, to make smart decisions that would help you help you and make you profitable in the real estate industry. And so we're not just going to be shining light on things that are not working, right? Because sometimes people want to come in and call in and make this about politics. No, I like to address the fact that this show is not a political show. We have so many political shows here on VOP, but we're not doing politics here, right? Because I'm very careful about that, because by the time we start talking about politics, what is happening, that the government has not done this, the government is not doing that, the government is not doing that, we kind of take away from the values, the lessons, or the opportunities, the insights that we should have been able to see. There are a lot of episodes that I have brought in guests, and I've brought in even government officials, that we have talked about the role of the governments in economic development, in providing the right infrastructure and providing the right policies and regulations to enhance the real estate industry and enhance the housing market, right? So we have that, and when we are addressing those, we put it all out there, letting them know where they are failing and their parts, right? But I'm also very careful that you should not now, in the process of when you want to drag the government, we now use all the episodes all the time, we're dragging the government, then people, because people like fights, right? When it's time to fight, you see a lot of people come and fight. But at the end of the day, there are people that are there silently, right? Silently making moves and benefiting from the industry. And there you are, there opportunities is passing you by, and you are not seeing them because you're busy fighting, right? So in as much as we're dragging the government, we should also be looking out for how we can better position ourselves, how we can take advantage of whatever opportunities that are out there, and be able to enhance our finances and able to empower ourselves, right? So this is what the show is about. So please, let's be guided as we engage here on the show. All right, so I hope my TED Talk. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk. So back to our topic, beyond Lagos, the rise of new property hotspots in Nigeria, and we're going to be looking at case studies, right? So last week I said that most Nigerians believe real estate success only lives in certain areas, certain major cities like Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt. But what if I told you that some investors are now entering new cities at a fraction of Lagos price, and they're getting getting faster cash flow, and they're positioning early for the next decade of growth? All right, so we're going to look at real data comparisons, we're going to look at real investors case studies, and we're going to look at the emerging cities most people are still ignoring. All right, so Lagos will always matter, but it has changed. Entry costs are high, competition is intense, returns are slower for new investors. Today, Lagos favors big capital, favors scale players and institutional investors. But why growth in Nigeria is decentralizing, right? Real estate follows people, jobs, and infrastructures, not emotions, not hype. Okay, so what makes a city a major hotspot, right? I talked about that last week, so I'm just trying to refresh that, just give a summary. A city doesn't become a major hotspot because the land is cheap. Don't get that twisted, right? It becomes a hotspot when the five forces align. What are the five forces? Which is number one, population growth, infrastructure investment, economic activity, government policy, and relative affordability. So when all these factors align, demand appears quietly before all the rush or the later rush, but quietly, steadily, growth is coming into this location. And some of the areas that we looked at, I said we're going to look at it according to regions, right? So we looked at the southwest region, we looked at Ibadan, we looked at Abeokuta, that's in Ogun State, and we also went to the south and southeast. We looked at Asaba, we looked at Oka and Enugu, and also we went down to Abia, right, and Uyo. So these are places that we talked about, and these are places that are fast developing into emerging hotspots that you can go in and take advantage of, the appreciating returns on investment that is happening right now in this location, right? So I want to talk about last week I was still talking about the south and the southeast. I would like to even emphasize more on why you should go into this location. Now, one of the drivers in these areas, looking at Asaba, we talked about government activity that is quite active in that place. We have business migration from Onitsha. People are coming. There's a spillover from the Onitsha markets and Onitsha businesses down to the Asaba region, and we see diaspora inflows, right? People that are living outside the country, they come in and they want to buy the property, they want to get a country home. They come, they don't want to stay mostly in the villa, and then they go into Asaba and get a property, and it is making that place fast appreciation, fast opening. All right, so we also look at mid-range, the rise of mid-range apartments that is bringing steady occupancy, and commercial apartments. People are coming in there, and a lot of mid-range apartments are being in demand and being taken by occupants. Low income earners are coming in and taking up this space. So that's the steady demand for rental apartments in there. But we also look at the luxury overbuild. It's slow uptake because some people are coming there to build just a luxury home, and then it's not something they are using all the time. They are going to just keep it locked up. So at the end of the day, it's not giving you any recurring income, just the value of the property appreciating, right? So we're going to look at the other states, which is Uyo, Owerri, Abia, and yes, we'll talk more and insights and why you as an investor should go into there, and why these places are fast appreciating as hotspots. All right, so I'll go on a short break. When I come back, I would open the phone lines and you can call to ask your questions. So please stay tuned. I would be right back.
The Lord's Chosen Charismatic Revival Movement invites you to her great annual crusade titled From Sorrow to Joy. Date Saturday 7th and Sunday 8th February 2026. Venue The Lord's Chosen Charismatic Revival Movement along Oshodi Apapa Expressway by Jesha Bus Stop at Moadofi, Lagos, Nigeria. Time 8 a.m. daily. Ministry live. The Anointed Servant of God, Pastor Lazarus Moka.
Go to the school of the blind. Look for those who are paralyzed. Look for backsliders. Look for sinners. Look for people who are going through sorrow and trouble.
Come with your friends and family. From sorrow to joy. Your time is now. Come and be blessed. Jesus is Lord.
For real estate market insight and industry trends, join Amara on the Naija Landlord Show, where we show you how to make real estate work for you. For different investments, strategies from real estate experts on Naija Real Estates. Elevate your financial education and investment in Nigeria. So tune in every Saturday on VOP 90.3 from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. The Naija Landlord Show, the voice of real estate in Nigeria.
Okay, welcome back to the Naija Landlord Show here on VOP 90.3 FM, and it has been such an exciting episode so far. I hope you've been getting value and you've been taking notes. Yes, so today we've been talking about Beyond Lagos, the rise of new property hotspots in Nigeria, episode 2. Okay, so it's been such a very valuable section, so I would like to hear from you. The number to call is 0700 903 903 903. 0700 903 903 903, and send me a WhatsApp chat if you can to 081 717 56338. 081 717 56338. So that's the numbers. Please call me and let me hear your thoughts. All right, I want to quickly also use this time to say that we've been having a good time on the Naija Landlord channel, WhatsApp channel. So if you haven't joined yet, then this is your cue to subscribe to the WhatsApp channel. Subscribes to the WhatsApp channel, the Naija Landlord. So just search the Naija Landlord on WhatsApp, and then you can subscribe to the channel where we'll be sharing more insights on real estate investments in Nigeria. We'll be sharing updates. We'll be sharing property investments and location that you can take advantage of. All right, so subscribe, and then we can even talk more about some of the topics that we have here, because sometimes people reach out to me and say, oh, I needed more information on this and that. So we'll share more of information on our episodes, on the sections that we have here, and we'll talk more about it and be able to expatiate more on the topic. So yes, join the WhatsApp channel, and we also have been having a webinar which I announced last week, a webinar where it's a community where we are talking about high investment in the industry. So if you're looking for timely, valuable insights and investments across the country, then you should reach out to me to join the webinar. We had it yesterday, and we're going to be having the last section today. So yeah, so send me a DM or WhatsApp chat to 0806463 7377 0806463 737. So just say a WhatsApp chat, I'm interested, so that you can get the link to join the webinar. It's virtual. It's a virtual online training. Okay, so send a message to that. And also, if you want to subscribe to the WhatsApp channel and can't find it, also send a message to 08064637377 so that I can just send you the link directly. And yes, and for those of you who have reached out to me and saying, oh, I want to join the real estate market, I want to be active in the industry, you can also send me a message to that number, because we have a training coming up next week for realtors, people who are looking to come into the real estate market. If you're looking to join and you don't know where to start from, we're going to be having a training where we can train you and empower you on the right skill sets to help you navigate the real estate industry as a professional, as a realtor. All right, so send a message for that training, which is starting next week. 08064637377. All right, thank you so much. So back to our topic, beyond Lagos, the rise of new property hotspots in Nigeria. And so this is a continuation of last week, and we have talked about some of these hotspots. Now we are in the south and southeast region, and we just talked about Saba, and so we're going to be looking at the Abia. That's the next on my list. We look at Aba and Umuahia Access. So we have the this location, Abia, that is quietly powerful right now, right? I mean, we look at locations like Aba, which is the commercial heartbeat of the state, and we see traders, artisans, manufacturers, businesses in that area. We also see an increased demand for shops, warehouses, and mixed use properties, right? And this is quietly attracting investors to this location. Okay, I got a call, but I missed that. Please call back. So this is quietly attracting investors to this location, and it's making that place a rising hotspot and fast appreciating. And also we have the other city of Umuahia, which is fast growing. We see government and educational driven institutions in this location. We see demand for residential rentals and apartments, and so this place is already investor developed, right? As an investor, you can go in there, get a shop front and plus a residential combo, residential apartment, which gives like a combo, and you get your maximum return on your investments if you do this kind of investing. And also you're going to get recurring cash flow from the shops and from the apartments. So you have monthly rent from housing and cash flow from the shops that you're getting, that you're putting out there. So yeah, Abia rewards commercial, residential, hybrids. So yeah, get in there. If you are not yet in there, if you're sitting on the sideline, you should get into this location. Also look at Owerri, yes, which is an underrated gem, right? It's an underrated gem. It's one of the drivers of growth. One of the growth drivers in this corridor is the hospitality and entertainment economy. The hospitality and entertainment economy in this region, and we also have the tertiary institutions that are that are prevalent in this region and making residential housing is also quite attractive. We also have the diaspora home building in this location, and yes, a lot of investors coming to buy properties or build their properties. So this has given a strong demand for properties in this location, and we see a high demand for shortlets, student housing, and mid-range rentals. Right. So as an investor, you should focus on maybe land banking. Yes, go into, because the city is expanding. There are other location on the outskirts of these areas that you can buy relatively cheap, and you're able to it's able to appreciate over time. So yes, go in, look for these locations that are not really in the main city but are close, because there's going to be a spillover, right? So you can start by this from these locations and then or you can come into the major city and get serviced apartments and shops that are near activity hubs and shopping complexes. All right, so this has a high occupancy rate during events and holidays, because during the holiday period or the seasonal periods, a lot of people are moving down there, so there'll be a demand for this shortlets or serviced apartments and spaces for commercial activities. So that place is a very fast rising hotspots. The city of Owerri rewards operators, not absentee investor. It's not that you should just go there and buy a property and just leave it there. You should be actively engaging in the real estate market there. All right, so yes, I hope you got value. The number once again is 0700 903 903 903, in case you missed that, because some persons are trying to call me directly, but that's not the call line. The call line is 0700 903 903 903, and send a WhatsApp chat to 081 717 56 So yes, the last on my list in the south and southeast is Uyo, and this is also a very good, fast developing area. Uyo is calm, it's organized, it's documentation friendly, right? So as an investor, you get consistent appreciation. It might be slow but consistent. Hello, good morning. I hope you can hear me. Hello, good morning. Hi, good morning. What's your name, please?
Good morning, my name is Kingsley.
Okay, Kingsley, thank you for calling. Let's hear your thoughts.
Yes, I just stumbled on your program and I'm really impressed with how you're breaking it down for us.
Oh.
I would like to connect to the WhatsApp channel on that number you gave me. I think I sent, you gave us, sorry, not me.
Yeah.
I sent a message, text message, but I don't know, the message didn't deliver, but I don't know if that's the right number, 006 something.
Yeah, 64637377. Okay, so I
would like to be connected to the WhatsApp channel, WhatsApp link or something like that.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. I'll send it to you. I have a contact here, so I'll send it to you. All right.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Kingsley, for calling. Okay, yeah, so thank you for calling, and please, the number to call is 0700 903 903 903. All right, so as I was saying, so it might be slower appreciation compared to some of these major cities like Asaba and Onitsha and Owerri, but it is steady, it is consistent, and it is appreciating steadily. So it's a very stable markets, right? The rent there is quite stable, and it has low tenant volatility, right? You don't see people jumping from one place to the other. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Hi, good morning. What's your name?
Yeah, my name is Mazi Chinedum Obiang. I'm calling from Medishaga.
All right, Mazi Chinedum, thank you for calling. Let's hear your thoughts.
I want to give a proper clarification and address of the locations where one could get some plots of land.
Okay.
But I'm from there.
Okay, which location are you talking about?
Maya, precisely. Let me know where it is, because I know Maya.
Okay, I'm not talking about particular location. Like, I'm not talking about a particular spot. I'm just talking about the cities. Like I talked about Abia, I talked about Umahia in I talked about Aba and Umahia in Abia, so that if you can go in there to focus on that. So I'm not mentioning particular
okay. We are just encouraging people to invest in Umahia and Aba.
Yes,
not that you have a particular.
Yes, I'm talking about the appreciation value for investors that are looking for other locations outside Lagos, outside the major cities.
Okay, I think it's a wise encouraging, because Lagos is saturated, and considering what the Southerners are experiencing in Lagos, it is better we focus towards developing our areas, which is a good development. I think it's a wise decision. Yes. People should be encouraged, including myself, because I'm from my village very close to Umahia, and
Okay.
I'm from Mugwa anyway. I know Apa, I know Maya, I know. Maya, let me use this opportunity to help you advertise Abia. Abia is doing very, very well. I just came back there from last week.
All
Okay.
right.
I mean, the governor is doing fantastically well. Very, very well. Don't mind what the three former governors are doing. I was surprised. I boarded the electric bus from Umaya to Aba. And if you go to the streets, Umaya is wearing. Look at the bus terminal being built at the center of Umaya.
Wow.
The best in West Africa. Then you go to Umaya, Uzakole, Akara, Ishukwato, Alaye, wonderfully good, very good. Then you go to from Bende to Aruchuku. Honestly, the governor is trying. I wish we had had such a governor before or now.
Wow, that's amazing.
I think me, I'm a living witness. I'm a life witness. I'm everything witness. I can say it without any sort of contradiction that the governor is doing well, very, very well.
That's
especially those from Abia, should be encouraged to think towards locating to our state, Abia, and things like that.
Yeah. But
thank you very much.
Yeah, Mazi, I want to ask, apart from your personal home property, do you have any other investment in these locations, in this Abia, for example, for precisely? Do you have any other investment in terms of real estate investment in this area?
Yes, but somewhat I will discuss here. But let me tell you, do you know the new Abia International Airport is located towards my own India, in Sudu.
Okay, so that means that place is opening up, right?
Yes, and I have close to 10 plots of land that is being affected. So it's a walking distance from my own compound. Walking distance. So it's my maternal place. So it's good, and I encourage people. Even land there, you cannot get a land of 10 million naira. And just even my own compound, which is about 8 kilometers from my township, you cannot get a plot of land 10 million naira. You cannot. So lands are being appreciated, and people are moving towards that. You cannot make a distinction between my village and Umaya in terms of new development coming up.
Okay.
So people are going there. There are factories. People are building bakeries. People are building pure water factories. We are building so many things, thinking towards home. In fact, do you know that is really competing favorably with my own village? Wow. I'm from Mugwa. Yes, I'm from Mugwa. Okay. I don't know whether you know much about Umaya anyway.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Mati. Thank you so much. I mean, you've already shared.
God bless you. I've been trying to get this number. I stumbled into. I'm a radio analyst anyway.
Yeah.
I called your station yesterday. I was waiting for this number to be given to me.
Oh.
And the person was telling me yes until I happened to call one of my friends who is also an analyst in the radio.
Oh.
Who gave me this number.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
of course.
Thank you so much.
Because we are friends. We are friends on air. We are friends on air.
Yes, we are definitely. All right, thank you for calling. Yes. Okay. I mean, that was quite insightful. He's giving us insight to his state of origin, and is telling us about the fast appreciating locations in that state. So you see that even apart from the major cities, the outskirts of these major cities are already opening up. And if you're not aware, you just think that it's only these major cities, and you think that is right. It's quite expensive to go in there as an investor. Okay. Hello. Good morning.
Hello. Good morning.
Hi. Good morning.
Please, could you your WhatsApp number again? The one you said we can send.
Oh, okay.
You said 081
080 6463
080
64 63
64
63
83
no 663 73
so 080 64 83
no
63
no sir 080 64
yes
63 73 and 77.
Okay, thank you very much.
All right, thank you for calling. All right, so talking about the previous caller, he's able to give us a timely insights to these locations that are opening up that is not even in a major location, a major city, right? But it is already fast appreciating. You can imagine a property of being over 10 million naira in this location. So, I mean, if you're going into that location right now, you're already going in late, right? So this is why you should, look out for investment, because most times people are looking for that this place is far, where will I put my money is far. But it's not about the location, it's not about the distance, okay? It's about following the structure, following the investments that government is putting in these areas, and this is going to make sure that you are aligned to the property appreciation that's going to come in later on when other people are coming into this location. Okay, so yes, my number, please just send the WhatsApp chat and I would send you the link for the WhatsApp channel. All right, so I talked about Owerri, that this place is okay. No, I think I've talked about Owerri, so I'm talking about Uyo, and I'm saying that it's a steady rental demand over there. You have low tenant volatility, right? You don't see tenants jumping from one place to the other, leaving this place to the other. So once you have a tenant, it's steady. You can see a tenant that is coming in there, staying there for like 5 years, and you are getting consistent recurring income. So this is perfect for income focused investors. If you're looking for how to get consistent income, consistent revenue from your investment, from your property, then you should look at this location. All right, and then going also to the Abuja satellites region, north and north central. We have the oh, excuse me. Okay, please don't call me because you're kind of distracting me. Just send me a message. Thank you. All right, so this location is also fast appreciating the outskirts cities. We have areas like Lugbe, Kubwa, and Kashi. These areas have matured, steady appreciation that is coming into this place, and we see that moderate apartments are fast growing in demand, right? Demand for these apartments are growing, and you get fast rental markup from this location. Also, it gives you a lower prestige but a higher yield, right? Lower prestige with higher yield, and you're able to get recurring income in this location. So you must, check out this location and make sure that you take advantage of it, these areas. All right, so in all, Lagos and these major cities will remain important. Real estate here is quite lucrative. It will remain important. Lagos, Abuja, it will remain important. But the future of Nigeria real estate is multi-city. It's no longer just one-sided. It's no longer just one location. All right. So cities that are fast opening up, fast appreciating. We have Ibadan. We have that's Ibadan in Oyo State. We have Ogun State. We have Asaba. We have Abia. We have Enugu, Oka Enugu region. We have Owerri. We have Uyo, and also outskirts of Abuja. So these areas might not be the next Lagos, but they have their own opportunities. So if you invest early, strategically, and patiently, you don't need to catch the peak. You would you'd enter before the crowd, and you'll be able to be part of the peak in these locations. And so don't sleep on this, because most times people will say, we need to go and look for other places. Lagos is becoming very expensive, but you're not doing anything about it. You're still putting in your money here in Lagos, right? So make sure that you look out of these cities. I must also put a warning, yes, for you investors going into these areas. Let me be very clear: the emerging cities are not easy money. right? They're not easy money. They are common mistakes that you can have in these areas, because you're buying the land. With some of this land, you're buying it with no title clarity. And some of these mistakes that you can make is, going into that place because they just tell you that it belongs to a family. You don't do your proper due diligence, right? You ignore tenant affordability. Sometimes they'll tell you this location is good. Build a house. You go and build house, and then the house is too pricey for people to be able to afford. And then you see overbuilding for the markets. Maybe you go and build something that's it's not needed, it's not in demand for the market. Maybe you are going to build a duplex, you're going to build a complex, and what people are looking for there is maybe a studio apartment or a 2-bedroom apartment. So you're overbuilding for the market, or you are assuming all growth cities behave the same, like Lagos, that if I also open a shop here and this, it's going to sell out. You have to be conscious to study the markets and know what is peculiar to that location, so that you can know how best to come in and be able to make a return on your investment. All right, so make sure you do your due diligence, make sure you get the proper documentation on that property, and go in doing your analysis on that location. So it's patience, all right, patience that would help you. Patience that should replace urgency, patience that will give you steady, consistent growth on that. All right, so till I come your way, same time next week. I hope you got value. Same time next week, we'll be starting another series. The whole of January, we've been talking about investment insights for the year 2026, and from next month, we'll start another different series. All right, and I'm looking forward to that. I will be sharing more on that by this time when I come in next week. So till then, do stay blessed. Thank you to everyone who has called and sending your message. Thank you once again. I appreciate that. And of course, I wish you a blessed, beautiful weekend. My name is Amara Onwuzurike. Stay blessed, stay rich and free. I'm out.